Hello Stamper, welcome to Frenchie's video. I'm Franz Martin, independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up, and today it's another card with the floral statement. This time it's a little bit different. We're going to have the two-tone stamp on this, and we're going to watercolor in the background wash also. So to do this, I test different product or different cardstock, and I prefer shimmer cardstock. And all the measurements going to be on my blog. Today this was the hello, we're going to use the thank you. And first thing you want to do is stamp the main color. So this is going to be, today I'm doing berry burst. We're going to ink this well. Now, the trick to this, because I'm using marker, and instead of color the whole thing with marker, I find out if I take a Q-tips, and we're going to remove the ink the best we can at the leaves. Yes, some of the ink going to still be there, and that's just going to give some character. So I'm going to twist my... And the best thing to do that is bring your image right by you, and then it's going to be easier. Like here, right here by the S, you get that part of the S. You want to make sure to keep that in that image. And like I said, even if you keep some, it is okay, because some place you don't have no choice really. And if you do it in light color, it's even easier on your marker. I'm using a dark color so you can still see it is possible. Okay, that looked pretty good to me. Now, make sure you get a scrap paper by you, because you're going to need that for your, preserve your marker really. Oh, one more thing I should have done a bit here. Here we go. Now I'm going to take my marker, and you get two tips. I'm using the old olive marker. I'm using the brush tip. And now you're going to, everywhere you get that leaf where you wanted that green, we're going to use the marker. Once in a while, do this to your marker. So in case if you add that berry bliss still there, it's going to remove it from your marker. And that's what's very important. See? And this one, it's the most detail I would do. Normally, I wouldn't do that much detail for this technique, but I wanted to show you the max of it, right? Just do one video and show you the max. So if you get a stamp set that it's very separated, like I had one on in, like this one here, you get this would be very easy. The top one, color the bottom. Another one, you can use a ink pad there, an ink pad there, would be very easy. But I wanted to show you really the top of it. Now, again, we're going to be using, this is rubbing alcohol. I use the 70%. I go about 12 inch from my stamp and do a miss. Oops. And one miss, it's usually plenty. We're going to stamp that right here. Et voila. Now you're going to let that dry a bit. The magic here. And I'm using the same color. I like to use start with some yellow, and you see my leaves are discoloration, different color, the green and the red, and I think that is perfectly fine. I just add a little bit of the yellow in my leaves here. Oh, here I forget to put the green. See, it's still going to be okay. Now I'm going to come with the green, and that is old olive. And color all this. And one thing you can do, you can come a second time if you want and stamp again. I don't, like with the Stampin' Magic, I didn't do it on the shimmer cardstock. If you use watercolor cardstock, then yes. See, I just do a little bit. And what happened with the alcohol, it stopped a lot of the bleeding. So it would be like alcohol ink, but we don't have alcohol ink in all our regular ink, so this is perfect here. I'm going to do the stem. So now you get the clue how I done this. I know you don't want to watch me color the whole thing, but you get a good clue how I done this. It really give a different look, absolutely a different look. And then I just going to finish a little bit more, and I'm going to go with the not Bliss, but oh, I got plenty of ink, the Berry Burst. And that one, really, you could just color your flower because it's the same tone, right? And we're going to let it dry. And I'm going to do the top layers again. We're going to stamp again the top layers just because I want to show you, in case if you decide to do it with watercolor paper, or if you see it, you lost quite a bit of your detail when you color this. When you're going to come the second time, it's going to give you all your detail again. I need a little bit of green here. I like to have some green at the bottom here. Here we go. You know what? We're going to add a little bit more green here. See, sometimes I just tap my my brush, and you don't want too much water. Be very gentle on your water. I didn't bring my rag in. Okay, I'm just going to add a little bit of darker on the little one, because usually those little rows before they open, they're darker than the main one that it's full bloom. Okay, now let's say that you want to do the next step. Again, what you're going to do is you're going to repeat this again. Right now I still have some green, so what I'm going to do, instead of re-inking the whole thing, I just going to do with the marker. And we don't miss the second time around. We don't miss. Here, I'm going to do that quick here. I like to do my letters first. That seemed to be easier. Now here is my flower. And here's my flower over here. And when we're going to be done, we're going to have to off on it. So that's going, wherever the ink dry, it's going to be back moist. Okay, now I'm going to take the green. Whoops. Going to do a little bit of green here. Even if you miss some spot, it's perfectly fine. Here, I'm going to make sure I get all my green, because we didn't have the green there. I had forgot, not we. I had forgot to do the green there. Here we go. That looked pretty slick to me. Now again, make sure, I call that washing your marker. Really, it's not, you're not washing it with water. You're just, you know, removing here. And I had another place right here. Okay, now what we're going to do is take the Stamp-A-Majig. So what I done, I pre-done this. I put the corner of the plastic in the corner there. Stamp your image on this. Now take your piece that we done. put a post-it note there so it won't move. Match that perfectly, and I mean perfectly. I'm going to show you one that it's not matched. Well, maybe I toss it away. No, I got it. So you see, if you're off, this is what's going to happen. It's not working. So you really want to match this perfectly right on top. This look perfect here. Put this not at the corner of the cardstock, corner of the plastic. So plastic with plastic. Remove this. And now I bet our stamp dry. So I'm going to huff on it. So I am not put a miss with the alcohol the second time. It's just stamp direct, push, remove, boom. So now you get even the detail more. Et voila, my friend. This is the simple way to add different color tone to this. So hope you enjoyed this. The thing with the alcohol, I learned that from Bob. Oh, I said the wash. What happened with the wash that I forgot to do, that should have been done before you put your second stamp, because that is just water. And what I done, I just did a wash. So I used my brush with soft sky and just did a wash. And very, now I have to be careful a little bit. It just gives some different color in the back. Don't forget to do the inside also of your image. And just marbleize that. It's no right and wrong. Here we go. So you see I get a blue tone, but it's just a wash. So you're going to see like the watermark on it. This is it, my friend. Again, all the product going to be listed above in the eye. Just click on that. It's going to bring you to the blog post. Here we go. You can see the wash pretty good here. So I'm going to finish this one, and that's going to be on, you're going to have plenty of picture there with the finished product. Thank you, and have a lovely day, my friend. Bye-bye for now.